Till that in 1942, Manhattan Project needed 5,000 tons of copper, which was in short supply to avoid delays. It borrowed 430 million troy ounces of silver from US Treasury to be used in magnets. The silver was fully returned by 1970 as the equipment was decommissioned. How much do you need? I replied, 6,000 tons. How many troy ounces is that? He asked. In fact, I did not know how to convert tons to troy ounces, and neither did he. A little impatient, I responded, I don't know how many troy ounces we need, but I know I need 6,000 tons. That is a definite quantity. What difference does it make how we express the quantity? He replied rather indignantly, young man, you may think of silver in tons, but the Treasury will always think of silver in troy ounces. Wikipedia, that's 430,626,875,000 pounds of silver. If a truck of that day could carry a load of around 40,000 pounds, a very generous estimate, that's 671 trips just to haul the stuff. In secret, the interstate highway system didn't exist, so all that traffic went over state and county roads and bridges. So maybe the trucks had to carry a little less weight, meaning more trips. Again, all in secret. For those wondering, the silver does not avoid delays as the title implies. Rather, they could use silver instead of copper. Engineers discovered that the electromagnetic isotope separation process would require 5,000 short tons of copper, which was in desperately short supply. However, they realized that silver could be substituted, in an 11:10 ratio of copper-silver. The silver was used to construct the Colutrons at Oak Ridge, Tennessee, for separating uranium-235 from ore, using the power generated by the Tennessee Valley Authority. Local college girls operated them very well in competitions. They beat teams of physicists. The enriched uranium was used for the Little Boy atomic bomb. Unrelated, but the water well for Los Alamos had a bunch of broken pipes and debris in it, and my dad was one of the snubbing consultants called to do a seminar on fishing it out due to his experience. Big government project. I don't want to dox him or myself. But the story was fascinating. This wasn't that long ago, when America worked together to get things done and was able to keep things secret. Image today: Democrats wanting to borrow silver as there was a shortage of copper for a green energy project. But I'm sure someone will say global warming is not real, while temps this summer were all-time high. What they don't tell you is the reason it took so long to return it was being used in centrifuges in nuclear fuel production and had to be decontaminated before it was safe to hand back to the Treasury. They needed 5,000 tons of copper, but it was in short supply, so they borrowed 15,000 tons of silver. People who use two different units like that deserve something unpleasant. Also, copper was what they used to refer to plutonium, for security purposes. And actual copper frequently had to be referred to as honest-to-God copper to avoid confusion. Give us all the silver you have. Wait! I'm worried what you heard was give us a lot of silver. What we said was give us all the silver you have. Do you understand? I once collaborated with a national lab on a project. We needed a kilo of gold for something. They checked it out of Phonox for us like it was a library book. Does that mean the silver that was returned into circulation for coins? So the government released radioactive silver back into the public? Yeah, but the Nazis were on the brink of getting the bomb. How? Who cares? It fits the narrative and that's all that matters. I wonder if that much silver pulled out of circulation or currency reserves had any impact on futures or exchange rates. Okay, but 430 million troy odds would be 14,743 tons, not 5,000. Is there a reason for needing 3x the weight in silver? I'm sorry, I don't understand. How did borrowing all that silver help with the copper shortage? However, they realized that silver could be substituted, in an 11:10 ratio of copper-silver. Bullshit. It was also radioactive that the government wrote it off as a loss. It was buried. Seems like today is the day people are learning facts about the demand for metals during World War II. I'm so confused with the title. Can someone explain to me what silver has to do with copper? They needed copper but used silver as a copper substitute in coils. Confusion in headlines. Silver could be substituted, in an 11:10 ratio of copper-silver. Hey, can I borrow $10 billion worth of silver? Promise I will give it back. Is this the reason why that Cadillac Theater painted their copper rails white? I am so confused. It sounds like the US Treasury was basically just robbed. See Barbenheimer at least twice, or you don't care that the Allies won World War II. They needed copper, they got silver. So they didn't need copper? Should have asked good Oli Nasir, Heat is some quality copper. Almost $11 billion worth of silver at today's prices. Learn about this from Frederick Forsyth as a Fist of God. How did the magnets yield copper? Am I missing something?